In many countries all over the world, access to culture and arts education is not a priority. In a development model where production, economic gains, and quick results matter so much, the softer nuances of culture and the reflective and emotional skills that culture and knowledge of the arts brings are not often considered as useful enough or productive enough as a set of skills to contribute to society. In some educational systems, time dedicated to art and cultural rights has been replaced by more job-oriented disciplines. And in times of crisis, financial investment and supports for the arts and culture is often the first area to suffer cuts. This understanding of what education should aim to could not have been more wrong. One thing that the pandemic demonstrated, one thing that ethnic wars and tensions currently all over the world have shown us, is that empathy, getting to know each other, understanding and getting closer to each other through arts and culture is what we need more. The arts and culture that provide us with opportunities to connect to ourselves and to others, make sense of our lives and build resilience to face adversities is what we need more. We are therefore happy to be with you to discuss the important topic of equitable access to culture and arts education, and to put it into the perspective of human rights, and more specifically of cultural rights. The right for everyone to freely participate in cultural life, to enjoy the arts, and to share in scientific advancement and its benefits, and the right to an education that is directed to the full development of the human personality and that promotes understanding, tolerance, and friendship among all persons, groups, and states has been part of the human rights commitments since 1948. These are fundamental human rights, essential parts of reflecting and achieving human dignity. As part of these obligations, ensuring access to culture and arts education contributes to the full development of each person, their world vision and capacities, but also contributes to the acquisition of a series of skills necessary to achieve mutual intercultural understanding, tolerance, and a culture of peace. Throughout human history and in every society, people have improved their lives through engagement with creative and expressive forms. Cultural heritage, cultural practices, and the arts are resources for marshalling attention to urgent concerns, addressing conflicts, reconciling former enemies, resisting oppression, memorializing the past, and imagining and giving substance to a more rights-friendly future. It has always been a part of the human experience. Arts and culture links cognitive faculties with sense and emotions, creating platforms rich in potential for learning, reflection, experimentation, and the embrace of complexity. Arts and culture develop other forms of thinking, understanding, and expressing, help us deal with the paradox and with the multiple interpretations that can be perceived. These capacities build bridges for inclusive exchange and interaction that do not rely on verbal language alone or on a single set of references. Often, words fail us, while pictures convey more the reality or how we feel. Accessing and participating in arts and cultural practices can open a space in which individuals and groups can reflect upon their society, confront and modify their perception of one another, express their fears and grievances in a non-violent manner, and imagine the future they want for themselves. Active engagement in the cultural sphere offers crucial possibilities for meaningful social interactions, to reshape meanings and trust, and to build central trails of democratic citizenship, such as creative thinking, creativity, sharing, respect for cultural diversity, and sociability. So ensuring access to culture and art education throughout one's life is a way to invest in the full potential and dignity of each person as members of a polis, creators and thinkers, and not only as mere potential workers. For your discussions on access to culture and arts education, this means ensuring through policies and investments the conditions that allow people to have access to the knowledge and creativity of teachers, trainers, practitioners, masters, authors, performers who contribute to the culture and arts environment. Also artistic and cultural resources such as books, artworks, heritage resources, musical instruments, artistic tools, etc. But also cultural spaces and institutions where artistic and cultural resources are available, such as libraries, museums, archives, heritage sites, places of memory, theatres, performing arts centres, etc. Also, to have access to the experience and fully participate in a variety of artistic practices and disciplines, not just as spectators, but as active participants. And access to diverse layers of meanings and expressions of our shared humanity that can happen through cultural issues and resources and arts. But also, for your discussions on access to culture and arts education, it means ensuring through policies and investments the conditions that allow people to contribute in cultural practices and the communities exercising and transmitting them, including various forms of heritage, culinary heritage, religious heritage, social heritage, and also to contribute in the artistic practices of one's choice, including the evolution of cultural and artistic knowledge and practices. This implies investing in the people and places that can enhance technical excellence and inclusive transmission while promoting human rights and increasing the acceptance of equality and diversity. We rely on you to help develop all aspects of the human personality in a way that we are all individuals and we maintain our identity and distinctiveness, and we are all together connected. Thank you.